Hello, great people. Thank you for joining us. I am Chidi Akunna.
And I am Victor Akunna.
Hey, if you're new to our channel, Foundation for Family Affairs, please feel free to subscribe and turn on the bell next to it so you're notified when we drop our content. I would like to use this opportunity to say thank you to every returning subscriber for engaging with us. Yes, at the Foundation for Family Affairs, we talk everything romance, intimacy,
and family.
Hey, we've come your way with something really interesting. 7 misconceptions of romance. 7 misconceptions of romance. Okay, before then, I will be very quick to tell you our favorite definition of romance, just to give our talk some context today. Romance is the little but consistent things you do on a daily basis in pursuit of your spouse's heart, attention and happiness. So it's all about my spouse, okay? Knowing that when I focus on the other, I get as well. We'll be talking about more of it, okay? But before then, I'll let you say something.
Yeah, that means romance is a selfless act.
It is a selfless
act. It's something you do in the pursuit of somebody else. It's something you do to make the relationship better. It's not about you. All right, it's a selfless act that you give, and if two people are interested in living out that selfless act, at the end of the day, the relationship becomes better because it is who we are that we bring into the relationship. So, very good. Romance is so critical in a relationship. We'll be talking about that. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the misconceptions, we had to look around, from feelers we get from others, from things we've read in many articles. We decided to put this out, and this is for the benefit of anyone watching, to tell you that you can be romantic.
Yes.
You can do it.
Fantastic.
Okay? We'll be talking about it as we share the points. And the first point we have for you is, some people think romance is just about sex. Period. That's it. It's just sex. Okay, you hear this when some people speak and they're saying, love is about the romance, the this, and they're referring to sex. No, romance is not just about sex. Okay? Look, going from our definition, the little but consistent things you do, it's about what you do, the action you take towards catching your spouse's heart, attention and happiness.
Absolutely.
I'll let you say something.
Yeah, the truth about romance is that it unlocks the doors. Sex can be one of those doors, but friendship is part of it. Intimacy is part of it. Yes. So by intimacy, again, I mean that connection that is shared, where you feel safe, you can share, someone else cares for you and someone else connects with you, all right, at a deep and meaningful level, not just something you have at the surface, okay?
I like the way you've put it.
Yeah,
that's what unlocks the door.
Unlocks the doors. You can unlock the door to many things, all right? So that's one key thing that we need to notice about romance. Romance is beyond sex. When people think romance is that, that sex thing. No, it's beyond sex. Yes. All right. Sometimes sex even gets in the way. All right. So sex can get people to be too myopic because that's all they're chasing. They're just trying to. Once you get it, all right. No, it unlocks many possibilities. All right. Because it greases that relationship and takes it to where it's supposed to be. It helps that relationship to maximize its full potential. Because people do well when they know that the partner they are with is after their best interests.
That's right.
I'm telling you, when you know that someone is just after you because of what he can get, there's something about you that say, you know what he's trying to get. No. But when you know this person has your best interest, this person looks at for anything that will advance your cause, helps you to be a better version of yourself. I mean, you open up to that. So romance does more than sex. It unlocks possibilities of your relationship.
Yes. And as you were speaking, what jumped at me was, it helps with better connection.
Fantastic.
Hey, brilliant. Okay, so romance, another misconception, romance is just for newlyweds. It's just for newlyweds. And then when you see people holding hands, it's like, oh, there you go. You're just newlyweds. Okay, but holding hands could be your spouse's thing. Maybe that's what makes your spouse feel more connected to you. So the more you do it, the more that person feels, really soft around you, and even thinks about ways, hopefully, ways of making you feel loved as well, feel connected, feel more connected. So it's not just about newlyweds. It shouldn't be something we leave for people who are newlyweds. I think that would also border on cultural concepts, where some people feel that there's a certain way you should behave in public. Okay, no public displays of affection, things like that. But romance should just be what you do. Okay, it's about you. What works for your spouse? What works? What helps the state in your relationship? If your spouse likes it, okay, then how about you just try and see how it improves things in your relationship?
The general concept, why people think romance is for the newlywed, because they expect that naturally this is the butterfly stage. But research have shown that there are many people that are 20 years in marriage, 30 years in marriage, they still have that butterfly. Butterflies is, at some point, agreed, butterflies are, when you have that initial butterfly, they're natural, all right? Because you are getting to explore this person. It's just natural for those butterflies. But there are proven ways, things you can do that you can begin to create and maintain that excitement over a long period of time. All right, so romance is not just for the newlywed. I mean, chasing your spouse's heart, it never goes out of fashion.
That's right.
So as your spouse evolves and has new set of needs, you are still chasing, trying to understand those needs and meeting those needs. So that keeps you connected. That keeps you, your spouse feels that you care, and your spouse keeps opening up to you. That keeps bringing that trust, that bond. So it never goes out of fashion. So it's not just about the newlyweds. It's about every individual in a productive relationship.
Right.
All right. So people want to know that someone, again, cares for them. Someone is interested in connecting. Someone enjoys their presence. So it's not just for the newlyweds. It's for people that are 10 years in marriage, 20 years in marriage, 30 years. If you don't do these things, that's why you hear some people after their children leaves home, they file for divorce. Why? Because there's nothing, no excitement. They don't enjoy. They don't even know who this person is anymore.
Yes, it's not about them anymore.
It's not about them anymore. They don't know who this person is. This is a strange person because you've not pursued the person. So the person has evolved from the first person you married 30 years ago. You don't even know the person. The person is a complete stranger because you never explored to know what captures your heart. So this person said, why am I in this drag relationship? So.
Okay, I like that. That's really, really, really touching. Okay, so the next misconception we have for you today is that romance is expensive to maintain. Hey, from our definition, little but consistent things you do. Okay, they don't have to be big things. Okay, it's not until you go build a skyscraper, you've caught your spouse's attention. In saying this, some people will tell you they have spouses who are very demanding. They just keep asking. Hey, how about you get that spouse to watch this now? Okay, so that spouse realizes that it's about us. Okay, so as I'm looking out for your needs, you should be looking out for my needs. What catches my attention? What makes me feel like I'm more connected? I matter in this relationship. Okay, so it doesn't have to be expensive. Of course, feel free to give some expensive gifts if that's her thing, okay, when you can afford it, okay, but you can start with the little things, okay, little things. It could be, assisting with dishes, sorting out things in the house. Maybe your spouse at this moment feels overwhelmed. Okay, how about you start with that? And I tell you, you'll be catching that person's attention. Fantastic. The person will turn to look, he's not done this before. What's this new thing? That's her attention caught. Yes.
Let's analyze the anatomy of doing things for people. Okay, so let's say I step out of here, I want to get something that will put a smile. It might not be a gift, it might be anything, it may be a chore around the house. Okay, so I want to do something, but in this case, let's use a gift to make it easy to explain. So I want to buy something for my wife. For me to be able to do that, I need to be able to understand what she needs now. Means that I've been observing over a period of time. For me to do that, it means that the thought of her, of putting a smile, I need to prioritize that. It means that my wife needs to occupy my thoughts as busy as my day is. I need to prioritize. My wife needs to be the dominant part of that thought. Otherwise, I will forget. or I'll make excuse next time. So we might define it as the little but consistent things. So it's what goes into getting anything for anybody to put a smile. You're walking down the stairs, you say, would she like a cuppa? Let me just make a cup of tea for her. That's you prioritizing among all other things you could have done downstairs. You said, let me do something to put a smile. So that intentionality is what gets anybody happy, excited about romance. Right? So feeling special. That you putting that effort in to make that person feel special. That is so priceless. Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is that romance is what you express on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Hey, some people leave it until Valentine's Day. I'm going to wow her. Okay, and then you get really upset when you walk in with all these lovely concepts you've come up with on Valentine's Day, and your spouse is looking at you, looking also moody, like he or she does not appreciate what you're doing. Okay, that's because maybe you've left it too late. It should be a daily thing.
Yeah.
We said little but consistent things you do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So you need to daily make this person feel like you matter. Okay, because some people get used to this, like the way they go, Valentine's Day is coming. Yeah, it's next month. Yeah, I can see he's running around, he's preparing. Okay, and then they look like they're not moved. That's not, they want to feel special every day. They want to feel like they're part of your life. Life happens every day, not just the one day in the year.
Life happens every day, not just one day in a year.
Yes.
Wow, that's so powerful. That hits me hard. All right, so one key thing here is this. So think of it this way, that you are a plant and someone gets to water you once a year.
I like that.
What kind of a plant will you be?
I like that.
All right, so there is a quote we have. We said relationships are like living organisms. How you nurture them determines how they grow. Relationships, marriage, is like a living organism. All right, how you nurture them determines how you grow. So if you nurture them once in a year, February 14th, what kind of relationship are you going to have? All right, so that's why in our definition of romance, we say it's a daily thing that you have to do.
Yeah.
It's going to pull you together. You guys are going to have a blast. So when you see people who are 40 years in marriage and they are still giggling around each other, there are things they are intentionally doing.
Yes.
It's not abracadabra. It's not sleep, wake up, and it's there. No, it's not magic. All right, there are principles, there are steps.
Yeah.
It's scientific. That's what I'm trying to say. It's scientific. You can follow specific steps and produce certain results.
Super.
Yeah.
Super. Okay, so another thing we hear sometimes is where people say, I'm not the romantic type.
Yeah.
It's my spouse's responsibility. Now we've married 2 points in there. Okay, I'm not the romantic type means there's no point me trying. Hey, there's no point you trying. But you like it when he does it.
Yeah.
All right, so those are excuses, you see. Okay, and some people think it's their spouse's responsibility. It's his responsibility to do the beans. It's his responsibility to send me a text. Yeah, something that little. We're saying little things. Okay, it's his responsibility to just send me some emojis to make me smile. It's his responsibility. Hey, how about thinking about the other person? So if we look at it the way we've put it, it's about putting a smile on your spouse's face, catching your spouse's attention, catching your spouse's heart, getting to his or her heart. I'm speaking from a perspective of a woman, so I keep saying his, okay? All right, so it's about him. It's about him. Make that your focus. Like we said, like you said, it's selfless. Okay, so it's not your spouse's responsibility. It's a marriage. Okay, and it takes two people to create the experience. So what experience are you creating? Yes.
Again, to make reference, when people say something like, I'm not a romantic type, sometimes their definition of romance is different.
Yes.
All right. So, but within the definition that we've given, everybody can
be romantic.
Be romantic. Everybody must be romantic. All right. So it's something. So our definition of romance says that romance is ultimately, summarize it to say it's a selfless thing you do for your spouse. So for you to say you're not the romantic type means you're the selfish type that only thinks about me, myself, and I. All right. So you have to now reach out there and connect to your spouse. So that's what they call it. That phrase or that clause doesn't exist within our frame of romance. It's something that you have to be selfless to do. And if you invest in something, you're going to reap it. Whatever a man sows, they reap.
Okay, and the next one is really interesting. Okay, and this is where you hear things like, once you marry to your soulmate, romance will be automatic. Okay, no, it doesn't just happen like that. Okay, you've got to do. Okay, you've got to take actions. It won't just happen. Yes, like you were talking about the different phases, the honeymoon phase, where you've still got the flushery, the feelings, the excitement, and what have you. We've told you with romance that can be sustained. Okay, yeah, of course, there are times where that initial excitement will wane. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you get to the point where you see your spouse and there's no your eyes wouldn't light up. You won't be excited, or you're in public and your spouse just surprises you, just walks in, and you won't be excited like, how did he do that? So you have to do something. It's not going to be automatic. Okay, you might have a great relationship. If it's not watered like the plants he was talking about earlier, then it would start drying. The plants will start drying up. Okay, and that's not what we want. We want to keep flourishing. We want to look beautiful. We want to blossom. Okay, and we can do that with romance.
Beautiful. Earlier on I talked about there are specific principles. So it's like romance has a side that is scientific. Romance also has a side that is arts.
Yes.
All right. Art is not stationary. It evolves over a period of time. All right. What is in vogue today may not be in vogue tomorrow. All right. So what that means is that your spouse is also going to evolve. So you have to keep studying. What may woo her today may not turn her on tomorrow, because she's in a different phase. Her priorities are different. Her emotions are different. Her hormones are all over the place. What you will do to chase, to wait to put a smile on your spouse's face, it's like a moving target. All right. So that's what that says, is that when you say it's for your, when people say if you are marrying my soulmate, it's going to be automatic. What you're trying to say is that I don't have to do anything. Things just fall in place. No. It's like a moving target. So there are parts where you have to study your spouse. You need to know what is happening. You need to find a way to connect.
Yes.
Those are things you have to do intentionally. Even if you marry someone that you love, you guys are college sweetheart, I'm telling you that she's going to evolve. She's going to be a different right. That's college sweetheart. You're going to be a power lady that will going to be doing things. Her priorities will be different. She will be in a work environment where she's going to see a lot of things. So you have to keep upping your game, and vice versa. Both of you have to keep evolving, because you're not going to be the same person. Your needs will change. So even if you marry your soulmate, you have to put in the work.
Okay, and the last point we have for you today is that romance is not real. Most couples are only pretending. Hey, when I hear this, I don't like it, because it means you're making others your focus. You're focusing on other marriages. Okay, how about we focus on ourselves? How is the lady, how is the man, the woman you're living with feeling? Okay.
Wow.
Is that person excited? Is that person blossoming? Does that person feel connected to you? Does that person feel special? Does that person feel like they matter in that relationship? There's a lot of work to do when we look inwards. Okay. So we can't be throwing in all those comparisons like, oh, okay, they're only pretending, they're holding hands. You don't know what it's like at home. Hey, let's focus on what's happening at home here. Okay, between us, and make it a richer experience. Okay. Romance is real. Okay, if well applied, like we have told you, it's an art, it's a science. When applied properly, you will see the results. It is real. So, sorry, darling. If you have a spouse who is complaining at the moment, okay, and you feel, oh, she keeps complaining and nagging, and oh, despite what I'm doing, maybe you need to discover what would work for that spouse. So you need to be thinking about what would catch her attention. So there's some creativity required.
Absolutely.
Yes. So let's get working.
That's the art part. Okay. So, sorry, I forgot. I was enjoying you so much. I forgot what I was going to say. So, what was the last point you mentioned?
Romance is not real.
Yes.
Most couples are pretending.
Yes, thank you. So sometimes when people say romance is not real, there's a man that I listen to, Les Brown. He's one of the leading motivational speakers. And he says something. Don't allow somebody else's opinion become your own reality. Don't allow somebody else's opinion become your own reality. I will apply it in this situation. Don't allow somebody else's opinion of marriage that you've seen, you've heard, that all this become your own reality. So without you even exploring, without you even researching, without you even finding out, giving your marriage a chance. You allow your marriage to fail before it even begins. Don't allow somebody else's opinion of marriage become your own reality in your own marriage. Choose to be different. Choose to build something different, something lasting, something enduring, something that attractive, something other people will see and have hope in marriage again. Be that change agent. Mahatma Gandhi will say something: be the change you want to see in the world.
Oh, yes.
Be the changed marriage. Create the changed marriage you want to see in the world. All right? Enough of all these other stories we hear all over the place, putting fear in the heart of single people. Be that change agent.
And I'm sure you might have some points.
Yes.
Feel free to share them in the comment section. Let's hear from you. What do you think? Okay, what are some misconceptions you think people have about romance? And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel,
What are you
please hit the
waiting
subscribe
for?
button and the bell next to it so you're notified when we drop our content. And until we come your way again, please go on and be romantic. Let's spread
Be
the
romantic.
word.
Yay.
Let's spread the word. Share this with somebody and let that person share it with somebody else.
Yes.
Let's make people believe in marriage again. Marriage is beautiful
Wow.
if done right.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye
See you
for
later.
now.